Chapter 74, Bloody Disaster. Liu San, after carefully examining Wang Lin, suddenly asked, "Are you a student rushing here to take the exam?" Wang Lin's expression remained calm. He shook his head and said, "I'm not here for the exam. I have some skill in a craft and would like to make a living in the city." Liu San relaxed a bit. His question had a deep meaning. It was almost time for the state exam, so a lot of local villages sent students to the city to take the exam. However, all of those students would carry a box holding writing materials, but Wang Lin was carrying nothing. If he admitted that he was a student here for the exam, he would have to be wary of this person. But Liu San didn't take this too seriously. He laughed and said, "What a coincidence. We are also heading toward Tianshui City. Friend, how about you travel with us?" A grateful look washed over Wang Lin's face. He said, "Thank you, escort leader." The dark-faced man looked at Wang Lin and laughed. "Kid, can you ride a horse?" Wang Lin wryly smiled and shook his head. Liu San pointed at the carriage behind him and said, "What is there to thank me for? Everyone has a hard time when they are out traveling. Young man, there are only 4 days left until we reach the city." Wang Lin clasped his hands. Without a word, he got on the carriage. He looked behind him and saw dozens of similar carriages. He scanned them with his divine sense and found them to all be empty. He didn't bother with it anymore and sat down cross-legged. Yang Sen reined his horse and walked next to Wang Lin. He asked, "Friend, how come you don't have any luggage for your travels?" Wang Lin sighed and shook his head. He said, "I met robbers on the way." Yang Sen was stunned. He looked at Wang Lin for a while, then said, "Keeping your life is more important. This area hasn't been safe recently." As they were talking, Wang Lin's expression suddenly changed. He raised his head and looked toward the forest in front of him. He expanded his divine sense and found 2 people hiding there, staring at the caravan. Even after the caravan passed, those 2 they still didn't do anything, so Wang Lin didn't say anything and ignored them. After a day of travel, the sun was starting to set and night was about to come. Liu San shouted from the front, "Boys, we will reach the Tianshui City area tomorrow and the North family will send someone to greet us. Today, we won't be able to find any lodging, so we will camp out here to rest for a bit, then set out early tomorrow morning. Once we reach the city, I'll take you boys to the Red Ice Palace to find you some pretty girls to play with." All of the guys let out laughs, then got off their horses. They formed a circle with the wagons and tied the horses to the wagons. After that, they pitched their tents. Some went asleep while others started drinking. The atmosphere became very lively. There were also 3 to 5 people taking turns patrolling the area. After Wang Lin got off the carriage, Yang Sen pulled him aside to a campfire. During their day of conversing, Yang Sen found that he really liked Wang Lin and bragged a lot about his deeds to him. The more interested Wang Lin seemed in his story, the more excited he got while talking about them. That was why he dragged Wang Lin to talk the moment the group stopped to rest. There were 3 people sitting next to the fire. Besides the escort head Liu San and the dark-faced man, there was also a middle-aged, scholar-looking man. He wore a blue robe, his skin was pale, and he had a broad forehead, but his eyes revealed an intelligent light. Seeing Wang Lin arriving, Liu San laughed. "Sir, this is the little brother I was telling you about, the one going to Tianshui City to make a living." With that, he said to Wang Lin, "Little brother, this is our mighty escorts, Mr. Wang. You are also named Wang, so you guys must have some relation. You guys should talk. Mr. Wang is a very knowledgeable person who has seen a lot of things." The middle-aged scholar laughed softly and said, "Lao Liu, you don't need to brag for me. What I know isn't considered much." Liu San rolled his eyes and said, "Says who? If you are a small person, then I am nothing. Little brother, this Mr. Wang is a living immortal. He knows everything up and down. His ability to tell fortunes is beyond amazing." Wang Lin carefully looked at the middle-aged man. He smiled and said, "Sir, you are full of energy and your eyes shine brightly. You are obviously a very intelligent person." The middle-aged scholar gave Wang Lin a surprised look and said, "It seems little brother is the same as me? I see that little brother looks like a scholar, but hides a dragon inside. Your future will not be average." Wang Lin smiled and said, "My village's teachers also talked about fortune-telling. After listening for a while, I also learned a bit. The middle-aged scholar let out a laugh. The dark-faced man quickly said, Mr. Wang, check mine as well. I'm already getting old. Will I have any luck with marriage? Liu San laughed. How many times have you asked on this trip already? Every time Mr. Wang checks for someone, it takes a lot of energy, so just forget about it. The dark-faced man ignored Liu San's words and stared at the middle-aged scholar. The middle-aged scholar pondered a little, then answered, Fine, I'll check for you. Yang Sen, weren't you asking me as well? I'll check for both of you. Having said that, he closed his eyes. When he reopened them, they were shining a golden light. Wang Lin's expression remained the same, but his heart faltered. He spread out his divine sense and found that there was a sliver of spiritual energy moving inside the middle-aged man. The spiritual energy moved in a strange path and arrived at the middle-aged man's eyes. The middle-aged man stared at the dark-faced man. He was muttering some words as if he was calculating something, and his hand formed a seal. His face turned red as he said, while frowning, Liu Leiwu, there is a bloody disaster in your future. If you can get past it, you will get married 3 months after the event. The black-faced man was stunned. A disaster? No problem. Us escorts live in danger, so having to deal with a bloody battle is normal, he responded. The middle-aged man turned his gaze to Yang Sen. His expression changed. He said, Strange. Why do you also have a bloody ray representing disaster? With that, he quickly looked at Liu San and his face became dark and said, Something is wrong. This technique passed down by my family has never been wrong. Lao Liu, you also have the sign of a bloody disaster. With that, he stood up with a serious expression and looked at the surrounding people. His face became even more serious. Lao Liu, I think something is wrong. I see that everyone here has the ray of a bloody disaster. This can't be a coincidence, said the middle-aged scholar. Liu San's eyes narrowed. He looked around, then asked, Sir, do you mean to say that we will soon have to face a bloody disaster? The middle-aged scholar nodded. After his eyes swept past Wang Lin, he was stunned. He carefully looked at Wang Lin and his expression suddenly changed. His face turned red and he spat out a mouthful of blood. His face revealed a look of fear. He pointed and Wang Lin and burst out, You.